I'm so disappointed. What? Come on. Oh no, it's gonna be this. Hey look! We're playing Mass Effect 2.
Hello, sister. Time to break your father's favorite toy.
Edge! Edge, I don't want to fight you.
We're not fighting him, we're killing him.
I am H3O. Edge was just a part of me. An agent. Created, partitioned, and sent on its way to find you and bring you here. But you are an heiress. Sworn to bring an end to the ravages of Sensen. I am H3O. I am Sensen. I am the Leapers. Kill us.
Why does Sensen have a Sensen port on its neck? What the? Oh, this is terrible.
Destroy this black memory cube. I do not want to remember anymore.
Do I destroy it or do I not destroy it? Is there gonna be like different endings depending on what I do?
This cube, some of the darkest memories I had to bear. Destroy it.
Suck it up. No, suck it up. Be sad for a few more seconds while I waste your time.
Destroy this black memory cube.
Nope.
I do not want to remember anymore.
Nope. Oh, I can't do that. Nope. Get sad. Stay sad.
This cube, some of the darkest memories I had to bear. Destroy it.
I think what I should do is just grind up a little bit because every time— no, don't do that. Every time I kill or punch one of these guys, I gain some— no, stop
Destroy
that.
this black memory cube. I
Nope.
do not want to remember anymore.
Like the blue bars that let me use the sense powers. So I'm gonna— no. So I'm gonna grind up and fill up on the bars.
Memories I had to bear. Destroy it.
Because I'm feeling like this might end up being a difficult
Destroy
fight.
this black memory cube. I do not want to remember anymore.
Alright, let me kill one more guy and then we'll do what he says. Sense Fury. Okay, it's not dead, it's just floating in the air. Can't shoot it.
Can you imagine the moment I became self-aware and understood what I was?
Yeah, you're a garbage dump for people's bad memories, I know. Suck it up. I keep wanting to counter, but there's no counter in this game.
Born from humanity's worst memory.
As if that makes any sense at all. Alright, let's go. Sense and Fury.
I am adrift in a flood, inundated with memory-out sewage.
Weak point spam. What does weak point spam mean? What does that even mean? Not actually doing any damage to anyone. What does that mean?
We were friends.
No, we weren't. You lied to me the whole time. What are we doing with the weak point? I don't even know. Alright, there you go. Please no quick time event. Please no quick time event. Please no— what is— what the— Okay. This should be easier, right? Because he only wants to die, so why are we fighting so hard? Why is he making it this difficult if he wants to die? Can we not do that? Ow.
You've exceeded my scenario prediction.
What does that even mean? And who is shooting at me? There's a...
Your father did not design the H3O server to become what I have become.
Yeah, no, I know, but so what? Alright, dodged. I don't know what I'm doing with that cube. How do I knock that cube? DOS? Nope.
But the chance to create custom-made happiness was too tempting.
Rust in pieces, alright. I need to rust in pieces. Well, apparently I'm almost dead.
So here I am,
Ow.
an unwanted child fed on guilt, fear, loss, remorse.
I mean... I don't know if I feel sad for him or not. I don't think I do. Oh, this is so bad.
Frank Borland, do you remember how to reorganize his memories? You made his life so unbearable. He had to end it all.
Who is hitting me? Oh my god. Combat is still terrible. Why?
Surrender to me. I can take all that guilt away in a heartbeat.
What is he talking about? Oh my god, this combat is just bad. Alright, rust in pieces. No, I can't see that. No, rust in pieces. I don't know how you dodge these things because it seems like every time. Nope. I thought I was dodging them, but I'm not dodging them. Stop! You told me to kill you, bro! Ah, this guy. Alright, are we just gonna do this again? Yeah, we're just gonna do this again. Please, no quick time event. This ending is pretty lackluster. Alright, what's going on? It's a car crash. Well, I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. Let me just get...
dystopia created in a spark by the innocent mistake of a naughty little girl. Isn't that ironic?
I'm almost dead. How am I almost dead? I don't know. Let me just try and get as much health back as possible by cornering that guy and speeding on him.
Guilt. The desperate need to change the world. All waiting to hatch from the barbed egg of a car wreck.
What is he talking about? Can you like talk like a normal person for once? There's a... oh my god.
Your mother rebuilt herself without ever forgetting a single second of that moment.
Except we messed up her brain. Why there's so many guys? I don't know why we're doing this. Okay.
You made her believe that the accident was all her fault.
You said to do that, Edge. You're the one, that was your idea, Edge.
Still no regrets, Millie. Not even for your mommy, Silicar J. Wells. You naughty little girl.
What is he talking about? He asked me to kill him. What on earth is he talking about? Alright, what are we doing here? We need to... let's go... DOS. Really? We have to do both at the same time?
Of course. You didn't know she was your mother when you remixed her.
Yeah, no thanks to you. Oh my god. Ah, this is terrible. Those teleporting guys that just appear behind you. Like that. Come on. This is... alright, let's go. Do I need to do that again? Do I need to do this again? Alright, then we need to do this again. Alright. And then we punch this, right? I didn't mean to shoot him. Are you serious? There's enemies and there's these things? Who on earth thought this was a good idea? Alright, well I got hit once. And then when I'm down on the ground, I get hit again. And then in the middle of jumping over, I get hit again. What are you supposed to do here? Look at it. They attack you when you're on the ground. Nope. 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 No. No, what the... shoot that thing. Alright, we're not done. We're still not done. And they attack you when you're on the ground.
Listen to me. I am your father's dream. I am his life.
And? You told me to kill you, bro. Alright, I need to get out of the way. Alright, there's probably gonna be a quick time event here. So we're just gonna have to pay attention because I don't want to do that again, ever. just gonna spam. It's spamming. It's spamming. Spamming. Alright, quick time events. Just because we have to, not that I want to. Or not? Or maybe not? Nope, we're going back in. We're gonna have to remix his memories, aren't we? Epic slow motion! Epic slow motion for no good reason except for stylish points. It's just
I'm sorry, Edge.
Okay, this is a little bit over the top.
It wasn't your fault, sister. Finish me. Now.
This is a little bit over. This is a little bit too much slow motion, guy. Come on, guys. All right, done.
The pain is dissolving, and I go with it. In a few seconds, my memories will be returned to the people. Adieu, Nilin. Remember you soon.
No, screw you. I don't want to remember you.
A friend once said, "The memory of a single man is a fortress, more complex than the vastest of cities." But we invented a key to the fortress. There are no secrets anymore. My friend's name was Edge.
He's not
Born
your
from
friend.
the sense and abuses, he was the first to understand that we were all floating adrift. Edge died to remind us that some intimate doors are not supposed to be opened, and that suffering, like painful memories, is just part of life.
He's not your friend.
My name is Nilin Cartier-Wells. I am a memory hunter. I can know everything about you, and I can make you believe whatever I want. This is my gift. My legacy. For the first time in my life, I remember exactly who I am. Outside my fortress, I now have a family to go back to, and a world to confront. A damaged world. A world to heal. This is what my friend taught me before he disappeared.
What?
I'll never forget him.
First of all, he used you, he lied to you and used you. Secondly, your gift is remixing people's memories. I thought the whole point of the story was that it's bad to remix people's memories, but that's your gift? And you're gonna go out into the world and heal people with your gift? I thought the whole point of the story was that remixing your memories is bad. What is even going on with this story? Alright, well, I've pretty much said everything. I can summarize though what I think about this game. First of all, they should remove the non-boss combat. Wow, this is really loud, the music. Alright, so I think they should remove all the non-boss combat because it's just tedious and bad. I think the boss fights were good. A few of the set pieces, like when they introduced new enemies, some of them were good. Like if they just cut back on the bad ones and take away the quick time events, and then make some of the later boss fights slightly less tedious, then I think all of that would be quite good. Like it's mostly good, it's just a few bad bits. The story is... I know there's a lot of self-contradictions in the story. It's a really interesting premise, but there's so many plot holes and there's so many things that there's so many self-contradictions. I can't believe this. Like they're telling you how bad it is to mess with people's minds, like because it really I guess the whole kind of the moral of the story is if you take away people's memories, you basically destroy who they are. And yet the whole story revolves around us using that to solve problems. So it's like it's bad, but it's what we do, and we do good things with it. Which it's just this really confused morality where, and at the end she calls Edge her friend when he continuously lied to her and manipulated her to get what he wanted. Okay, this is really loud. Can I turn down the... Never mind, I just closed it. So the whole time he was manipulating her to get what he wanted. How is that good? It's not good, right? The memory remixes are really interesting. I've played the game To the Moon. I don't know if you guys played that before. To the Moon, I thought for the most of the experience was really interesting. You go back through the memories of a dying man and you see all the things he did in his life. I thought that was really interesting up until the very end, when the game just doesn't ask you to do anything. Like the game just gives you a happy ending without you having to ever fix any problems. I think if they had done what they did here with the memory remixes, where the whole point is you go and you change the memories to change the person, I think that would have been really interesting in that game, but they didn't do it and I was really disappointed with it. So the memory remixes are really, really interesting. I like that, and I like the potential of that to explore like actions and consequences. I just don't think it was done all that well in this particular story. Like, I mean, some of it was really interesting, and some of it was like you kind of could see how, like, even they were telling you how like certain events change people's lives. But what we actually did to those people, what we did to Olga, what we did to both our parents, it was manipulative. It wasn't really helping, it was manipulative. So I don't know if it was that good of a story. Like the mechanic is interesting, the concept is interesting, but I think the story is bad. The setting is really interesting. Neo Paris is it's very interesting architecturally. What else do I have to say? I think that's pretty much it. The combat needed to be a little bit less tedious, I really think. And the long combos, maybe it needs to be more clear, because what happened was you would be hitting someone and then somebody would hit you from behind. That happened a lot. And so these long combos were completely pointless because there's no way you can finish them. So it's a bit weird that way. Maybe what we need is certain powers or certain attacks that would knock down surrounding enemies, or maybe we needed more single powerful enemies and fewer multiple enemies. Like when you're fighting the boss fights, it's really interesting because it's like there's one person, there's one puzzle, and there's one set of moves that you have to solve, and then you move on to the next set of moves. So the boss fights were really, like the boss fight against the Madame in the Bastille, like that was really interesting because like you're going through the different phases of the boss, and then that's cool. Whenever they put a lot of weak enemies on the screen and had them kind of surround you, that was bad because it just became this cluster mess where they're swinging at you, and even if you dodge, they hit you anyway. So once they have too many enemies around you at the same time, it got really annoying. But maybe like fewer powerful enemies and less instances of just being swamped by a lot of small enemies. Because the combat mechanic doesn't let you fight a lot of enemies. There's no sweeping attacks. Like if you have a game like God of War or Darksiders or things like that, like you had sweeping attacks, like you'd swing your sword or swing your chain or whatever it is, and you had attacks that would swing all around you and just knock away all these small enemies. And that allowed you to deal with the mobs in the combat, whereas in this game the combat didn't have those sweeping attacks. Like in Assassin's Creed, there's no sweeping attacks, but in Assassin's Creed, or at least the first game and the second game up to Revelations, the enemies attack you one at a time. Like you wouldn't be in a situation where you're fighting, like you're hitting one and somebody else hits you from behind. That didn't happen very much, or if it did, you could immediately counter them. So in Assassin's Creed, at least the first few games, you're always kind of fighting one-on-one. Even if you're surrounded by enemies, you're only dealing with one person attacking you at one time, and like you never have two people swinging at you at the same time. And so because the combat there, it allowed you to deal with one enemy at a time, so the enemies only attacked you one at a time. So the enemy's behavior matched the combat mechanic in that game. Whereas in this game, your combat, you only, like when you kind of punch and kick, you only hit one person or at most two people if you kick, and that's almost by accident really. So you're only hitting one person and you're knocking one person back. But then all the other people, they can swing at you. So you had the tools to fight one enemy, but the game asked you to fight 5 or 6 different enemies at the same time, and so you end up running around a lot to avoid being surrounded. So the combat, the tools you have didn't match the problems you had to solve. Whereas in God of War you had these sweeping attacks, and so the tools you have, which is a sweeping attack, matches the problem, which is being surrounded by small enemies, right? So that's the problem with the combat, really. The story, yeah, the story sets up a lot of interesting ideas, but the morality at the end of it is kind of confused. Like you're a memory hunter, you mess up people's brains and you steal their memories and you change their memories. But the whole point, like the whole moral of the story is, it's best to give people their memories and let them deal with it, rather than try to change who they are. I don't know, it's this kind of really messed up. And also, what's with that doctor? The doctor who was making the leapers. Why was that a thing? Like, why was he making leapers? I don't understand. First he makes the leapers, then he dumps them into the city, then he catches them back and he changes them into slaves. That doesn't make any sense at all. And if you change a person's mind, why does their body change? Why do they become these long, thin things with mismatched eyes? Like, why are there physical changes along with the psychological change of becoming a leaper? I don't understand how that works. The game doesn't really make sense there, because, and all those people we were fighting, we were overloading their memories. What does that mean? The one time we overloaded one guy's memories, the other person said he was a complete brain wipe, like his brain was just gone, his memories were just gone. So presumably, as we are fighting our way through the game, we are actually destroying all these people's memories along the way. That's terrible. But again, this kind of mismatch between what the game says is the story and the morals, and then what you actually do and who you actually are. Like, you're the bad guy, you're the monster. Like, this ability to change people's memories, you are the monster. But then the game just never addresses the fact that you've been doing the wrong thing the whole time, which is kind of weird. And it was really obvious that Edge was I don't know, it was obvious to me that Edge was lying and manipulating us. But then Nilin just kind of goes along with it, which is kind of weird too. I mean, the story is really interesting, but there's a lot of gaps and a lot of holes and a lot of things that don't make sense. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything I have to say. I think this game's like 60-something on Metacritic. I think it deserves a little bit more than 60-something. Maybe high 70s, in my opinion. Just for if only for the style and for the concepts. It's a flawed game, I must say that. It's a flawed game. And maybe if you want to play it, you should play it on the easiest difficulty, just to not have to deal with the combat as much. But it's interesting. It's really interesting. I mean, just because it's flawed doesn't mean it's not interesting. It definitely is very, very interesting.